And the Vols will get us started with the opening kickoff. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The first down for the offense. Looking to move it through the air. Fires to the tight end. Stopped at the 24-yard line after the 10-yard gain. The time-honored phrase for a quarterback is field general. This dude, in this environment, he's like a stadium commander. He's like an elevated rank above field general.
He's like
He lofts one down the sideline. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
Well, even though that pass was incomplete, I wouldn't be shocked if this defense in the second half decides to play some deeper coverages. This offense has already shown they're willing to be aggressive, and they've got a lot of speed. Moving forward, this defense cannot afford to give up big plays in the passing game.
Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. The Buckeyes want to crank the tempo. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. With the catch, it's Edwards. Oh, how did he make that move? A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at second down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on first down.
Looking downfield, it's Jordan. A shot toward the end zone. And the pass hits, picked off. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business. Looking for a productive play on first down. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Comes out throwing on first down. Makes a connection. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
He's going to take off. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out, but when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. And the Volunteers get enough to move the chains. Tennessee loves relying on the big physical backs like a Jamal Lewis, and this guy fits the mold.
Yeah, guys you just didn't want to tackle. I mean, guys that run angry all the time, and it's a mindset. When Tennessee has that mindset, the fans go crazy, and their teams are usually their best squads.
They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Snagged in the middle, it's Cameron. Down to the 30-yard line where he stopped after a gain of 5, and that will be a first down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll throw it on first down. Coming after him. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Looking to throw, it's Ward. He lets it fly. And that pass intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Really early in this game, you're seeing the ball hawks on both sides of the ball. Interception on the first drive of the game, and now they come out, and this defense gets a pick in return. There are a lot of dudes in the back end with speed and with the ability to close. What a phenomenal play by that young man just now to get the ball back to his offense.
Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Now the play fake. Looking for a big play. And that pass is intercepted. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down at the 42. Tennessee ready to go to work the big orange offense on the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Catch in the middle, it's Burden.
And listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
He stopped at the 32-yard line, pick up a 5 on the play, and it'll be a first down. The Vols come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback will audible. Back to throw, it's Ward. Gets it out quickly. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Yeah, and that was tough on the DB, right? He's trying to cover the receiver on a drag route, running back over the middle of the field. You're trying to avoid all the linebackers, all the congestion. He just couldn't stay with them long enough, and as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
The Volunteers need to pick it up on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
You know, offensively in that situation, fourth down, you're throwing for it, everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
And quarterback, receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. He's looking to throw. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Oh, man. The quarterback almost just threw his second interception on as many drives. He's trying to fit that football in there. It gets tipped up in the air. He's lucky that wasn't picked up.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, third and short, I think the offense was probably expecting blitz. That's why they dialed up the screen, but it did not fool the defense. Great job defending the screen, setting up fourth.
Oh, man, this could have disaster written all over it. Going for it inside their own 40. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on fourth down.
Man, your goal of a defense is to stop them, is to force punts, and then this is just gravy. Now they go for it on fourth down and medium. On their side of the field, you get the big stop and a chance to switch the momentum here in the first half.
Well, the drag routes put in this playbook to fight against man-to-man coverage. So there you see the receiver using his speed, working his way across the field. He gets separation on the DB trying to trail him, makes the catch, turns it upfield for the first.
Got a man, it's Brown. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Makes the catch. It's Cooper. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The hurry up now. Second down. Clock ticking. He's looking to throw. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Snags it. And he will score. Touchdown, Tennessee.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right.
And that is interception number 3 on the day. Trying to take it back. The 10. Touchdown Vols. The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. From inside the 10, here he comes. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. He leaves it with the back. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. Quick pass on the fly motion. And after that short game, they'll head to the locker room for halftime.
That's the end of the first half. With the score, Tennessee 14, Ohio State 0.
Go ahead and roll the dice to start this second half. They're lined up for an onside kick. They're on it, and they get it back for another drive. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. First down here for the offense. To throw, it's Ward. Throws toward the end zone. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Got to give this defense credit, man. They've been so good in the back end in coverage. They basically gave nothing away in the first half. And here they are in the second half defending a deep ball.
Fires to the middle. It's complete. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense.
And a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
He wants to pass it on second down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Makes the grab. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. And the Vols will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. looking to throw it again. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteers!
Tennessee. Number 2 with the catch in the end zone.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Tennessee 21, Ohio State 0.
Here's the return from inside his 10. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground.
Ohio State Buckeyes will take over first and 10.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score. And Jesse probably...
And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. Wants to throw on first down. Going to try to get it himself. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Pressure coming. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. Looking to throw for it. Quickly complete. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. To the air, it's Ward. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Buys a little time with his feet. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
Well, the defense just spent a whole lot of energy, too. That was a long play. That developed and took time, and they were pursuing, and they weren't able to get him initially. So you got dudes huffing and puffing and sucking wind, and this offense all of a sudden down close to your goal line. You might want to consider subbing some fresh bodies out on the field.
And the Volunteers are moving quickly down the field. A first down run in the red zone. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. From the gun, the running back has it. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Well, they've gotten it down to the 3, but now it's 3rd and goal. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Touchdown, Tennessee! And the stomping has commenced.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And the extra point makes it 28-0. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Ohio State 0.
On the run from inside his own 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Look at it this way. The field position is awful, but opportunity to pile up a lot of stats because there are a lot of yards in front of them. He's looking to throw it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Loss of 1 on the play. Third down coming up. That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Tennessee 28.
They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work.
White 53. White 59. Patriot.
Back to pass, it's Jordan. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Makes the grab. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Well, this offense has not put their best product on the field today. They've got no points to show for any of their efforts so far, but they've still got a chance. But if it's going to happen, it has to happen now in this 2-minute situation. This is where their playmakers need to step up.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Setting up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Short completion last play. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking for a gap. It's Edwards. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. And the Buckeyes headed quickly to the line. They'll try to bully their way for the first. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. They go to the ground. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
I think one of the hardest things to do is stick to the run when it's not working. But it's those runs right there that are the reason why you have to do it, right? You can't get too one-dimensional. Keep slipping those runs in there. Keep getting a little bit of positive yards. Next thing you know, you look up and you might break one of those after you got them a little bit tired.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. Got room on the return. Touchdown balls! How about that D coming up with a play like that?
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, you're talking about.
Fairly manageable distance here on 3rd down from the 27. He looks that one in nicely. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Number 29, set to kick off.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Cameron. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They have dropped a hush on this entire stadium, David, by controlling this game.
And there's nothing like shutting up the home crowd. You love it. Nothing like having a big lead in the fourth quarter, Palmer, and not having to stress or worry.
Yeah, really impressive just seeing how they were able to take everything from the practice field this week and apply it to game day. They've been locked in all week with the game plan, running and throwing the football.
Just having these dudes bounce off of him like popcorn. Makes the stop at the 29-yard line, but not before he gets 15 on that play. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends, is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But
And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. Touchdown, Volunteers! And the pummeling has started. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Tennessee, 42. Ohio State, 7.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. The offense lining up for a first down play. He's going to pass. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And he throws yet another interception. Does he know which colored jerseys they're wearing? Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30.
the number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on.
Oh, he wants it all. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. He goes out of bounds, but what a play to create a sudden change opportunity. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You've got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All three phases we saw just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David.